Stand-up series flow, and there's variations from the gi to the no gi, but okay. Sorry, I gotta make sure we gotta kind of make sure we get close enough. You're engaging, fighting for grips. This is the gi version. You gotta get an underhook. Gotta get this first underhook. And then in the no gi, you'll come to this elbow, but in the gi, you'll just grab a little bit of gi. The first trip, it's a judo trip outside. It's called the, and I'm not gonna say this right, but Hiza Guruma. Hiza Guruma, outside trip. So we're here, coming up with this underhook, looking up like we're telling time. So up and over, up and over, up and over, up and over, trip, outside trip. We're here walking, up and over, outside trip. Up and over, outside trip. So up and over, up, over and out, up, over and out. And then say that they smarten up on that, and you're there, it's like, you can't do that, and they take this foot back. Okay, well, you're gonna go down and in. Make sure you stay kind of. So we try to go up and out, up and out. Oh, it's not gonna work, just go down and in. Up and out, down and in. Down and in. Down and in. And if you can't just trip them like that, the variation, we had a student that had some physical, adversity, and they were unable to do that inside trip, so we made a variation for it. Went up and out, then he went down and in. So I attempt that, and then down and in, down and in. He couldn't do it, so he, So all you do is roll with it. Up and out, down and in, down and in, roll with it. You'll end up in Kasekatami. Okay, so we've got our trips, we've got the roll variation. Then the Uchi Mata comes right after that. Outside, inside, that's not gonna work. Load your hips up. Enter, Uchi Mata. Outside trip, inside trip, load your hips up, Uchi Mata kick through. And all of these with the underhook, and then the grab, up, up, up. Then there is the hip toss, and it's called the Soto Gari. But say that you got low back problems, so we've got a variation. So you trip, you try to go for it, get your hips back strong, because if you overexpose your hips in Jiu Jitsu, you turn them, they can take your back, then they can throw you, hip, suplex you, whatever it may be. We're going in our series, okay? In the judo throw, there'd be a strong hip enforcement, hip usage. But if you're like, no, I got low back problems, that hurts, I do a variation where I come up high and you kick their back leg out. So it's just, and they'll fall right over. If you want to, do the full hip toss, hip over. If you have low back problems, just do the kick out. Up and kick, up and kick. The next one is the Ippon Seoinage. So outside trip, inside trip, Uchi Mata, Osoto. Okay, none of that's working, so it's the one arm throw. So you take over, you're like, oh, I did all of this, I can't do it. Wrap. One, and you collapse underneath them. So one. All right, it's all right, I'm sorry. Okay.
It's all right.
ha, 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 ha. Hold on to the arm. You immediately have an arm bar. That's the big thing with these throws and stuff. Don't let someone go. Stay engaged. Make sure you cover them. Make sure your next move is ready. Don't just throw somebody off into the world. Make sure you take full advantage of the position and the movement they created. Outside trip, inside trip, Uchi Mata, Soto hip throw, Ippon one arm throw. We're moving through our series. We've played our judo. Okay, well, jiu-jitsu is all about the combination of the judo, the jiu-jitsu, the wrestling. At any point, you can pull guard, sweep, whatever you must do. But this series, so outside trip, inside trip, Uchi Mata, Soto. You know, we're trying all these throws. This doesn't work. I notice. Okay, I try to throw. He's gonna jump and take my back. He's gonna jump and take my back. I'm not gonna let that happen. I sense that I can't get him over. Okay, that's fine. Hold on to this. Pull this if you have the gi. If not, just guide the elbow. Push the elbow in. They're gonna resist, and you're gonna open that up for the fireman's carry. In judo, the fireman's carry is called Kata Guruma. And I get a lot of questions on, oh, where do we take them on the fireman's carry? Well, you don't let them fall back on you. If you let them fall back on you and you stay on your knees, they're gonna take your back. He's gonna take my back. I can't let that happen. So you're trying to hit this fireman's carry with such force that you pop them up with your shoulder. That's why it's called a high crotch, because you shoot it up very high. You're supposed to pop them up with your shoulder, immediately take them over, or use that momentum and force to drive them further. We're here. That would be ideal. If it's not possible, make sure you spill them over in front of you. At least spill them over in front of you. Spill them in front of you, and then cover them. Don't let them fly free. Don't send them into a momentum that can create a scramble that they can then win and become advantageous. Outside trip, inside trip, Uchi Mata, Soto hip toss, one arm throw. Now we're working into our wrestling, high crotch series. Okay, ideally we're gonna do the fireman's carry. We're gonna take them up and over. At least spill them out in front of us. That's not working, we gotta wrestle more. We're like, oh, now it's a wrestling match. We can't take them over, okay? Don't stay on your knees. Power off your knees immediately. We're here, I can't take them over. Ideally, take this single leg and just drive straight forward. Take the single leg, trap it, and drive straight forward. Drive straight forward. I try to take them over. No, they start defending. They're sprawling out. Okay, normally in a takedown in jiu-jitsu, you don't want to put your head on the outside because what's going to happen if my head's on the outside? I'm going to get guillotined. But in the case that you do this fast enough, here, you couldn't do your fireman's carry. Bam! You go straight forward. Okay, that doesn't work. What's our next response? What's our next answer? Try to fireman's carry. I can't. Try to single leg. I can't. Immediately go to your double leg. You're going straight across. Don't stay on your knees. Immediately. And if you move fast enough with enough power, it's okay where your head's at. But if you stay there and you're wrestling and you're just kind of like fighting it, well, then you're vulnerable. Monitor where your head is. Ideally, your head on jiu-jitsu oriented takedowns will be on the inside. If you have enough power generated, hit it quick. It's okay to be on the outside. Fireman's carry. Single, straight through. Single, I'm going straight through. This double leg, I'm going to switch, get off my knees, power through this way. Single leg, I'm going straight. The double leg, I'm powering straight through that way. All right, Kyle's good at wrestling. I can't get him. I can't get him. I can't do this. Cut the corner. Cut the corner. So we'll come from this angle right here. Kyle. Okay. Fireman's carry. Doesn't work. Single leg straight through. That doesn't work. Double leg to the side. And that's not working. Ha, ha, ha. Cut the corner. Cut the corner. So in review, you could practice this on your own too, which you should. Get reps every day. Underhook. Grab the gi, the inside of the elbow. No gi, just grab the elbow. You can do it in no gi. Outside trip. Down and inside trip. Uchi Mata. Soto hip toss or kick the leg out. Come back, one arm throw. Okay, you realize you only engage so much as you have power to follow through. You try to do your one arm throw. Oh no, they're gonna take my back out. Pull their arm, elbow down, initiate their elbow lifting up. If you push their elbow down, it's gonna come up. So you tried your throw, push their elbow through, open up for the high crotch. Ideally, stand up, take them over right away. If that doesn't work, single leg, drive straight through. That's not working. Double leg, go to the side immediately. And if that's not working, you're still here on the ground fighting. No fireman's, no single, no double, cut the corner.